Baby girl got evicted before she could even move in. So you know we got to talk about this. Every time you look up for me, I get a lot to look after me. Every time you look up for me, I get a lot to look after me. Every time you look up for me. Hey, this is Let's Watch Roma TV. Welcome back to my channel if you're returning. If not, welcome to my channel. And this is going to be another episode review of The Real Bad Girls of the Six. We're going to be reviewing episode 7. So let's get into it. So the first 60 minutes of this episode is pretty much the last 10 minutes of the last episode, episode 6. So I'm just going to talk about a couple of new things that we didn't see in the last episode. One being the little argument between Snoopy and TT. So at first I was like, okay, I need more context because they're just showing like half an argument, you know, and he was looking really aggressive. And then he gets in the confessionals and he says, you know, like it's not what it seems, you know. She was kind of like being rude to him, like saying like, oh, are you a baddie? And blah, 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 blah. Like she made a joke and he didn't really like the joke. He didn't really take it as a joke. He took it more like rudeness. And I still think he was being kind of aggressive. You know, we see her just putting her hands up and she's like, all right, like cool, chill, you know, basically like trying to like shut him up, but like without saying shut up, you know, like she's trying to like diffuse the situation. And, you know, she's there sipping on her drink and whatever. And then he's like, leave, like get out, like leave. And I'm like, okay. So you see what I mean? Like half an argument. Like next time just show the whole argument so you don't look crazy, you know, because like you are the boss of the show and you talking about in your confessional how you wanted to dash your drink on her. And I'm like, oh Lord, boy, it is not that serious. Even if she did ask you if you were a baddie, like it's really not that serious, bro. You're supposed to be the host of the show, like get it together. And they were talking about how I can't remember if they said they were up since 4 or they were waiting since 4, but basically they were upset because they were running late. And I get it, but like, why are you guys late? Is it the cast's fault that you're late? Like, were the girls late? Or was it production or what? Because like, y'all want to take it out on the girls now, but like, is it their fault that y'all are running late? Because in the last episode, we saw half the bad girls were with Snoopy. So whose fault is it that y'all are late? You know, like the show just needs more structure, but that's for another video. So moving on, I also noticed that Millie and TT are sharing a room and they're happy to be sharing a room. So I'm like, okay, there's some growth there. There's some growth because in the first, not the first, but the first official episode where all the girls met each other for the first time. They were at that sit down. We saw that Millie and TT got into a fight. That was like the first real fight for the show. So to see them now getting along and happy to be sharing a room, I like that. That's growth. Kudos to them. So we see that the girls came up with a petition to get Big Sav out the house. And I'm like, y'all are so dramatic. Like, it's the beginning of the show. Y'all just got in the house. Y'all are now picking your rooms. Y'all just got in the house. And already, you guys want this girl out the house for what? Because she's starting drama? Because she's talking shit? This is reality TV. This is not Best Friends Club. This is Real Bad Girls. She's just doing what she's supposed to do. You know? She's bringing the drama to reality TV. She's just doing what she's supposed to do. When I think of Big Sav, I think of Summer from Baddies Midwest. If y'all watch Baddies Midwest, y'all know what I'm talking about. On shows like this, you need people like Summer. You need people like Big Sav to keep the viewers tuned in. So Snoopy says that he kicked Big Sav off the show because he's scared for her life. Famous Girl said she don't care about a petition. And I'm like, yes, girl, yes. Thank you. Now, what I think should happen is they should keep her off the show for a couple of episodes, you know, give the girls a break from her because she got everybody hot and bothered. And then after that, they should bring her back into the house and whomever has an issue with her, let them run their fade one by one, no jumping. Each of y'all run your fade with Big Sav and then hug it out and move on. That's what I think should happen. Just like what they do on baddies. Y'all run y'all fades and then move on. But I honestly doubt that they will bring her back because, surprise, surprise, they have a new girl. So, and I'm pretty sure this girl is to replace Big Sav. So, I don't think Big Sav will be back for this season at least. But I like this new girl. Her name is Luigi. She's a pretty girl. She looks like a fun time. And we get to find out that she's related to Destiny. I think they said she was her sister or cousin. I'm not sure. No, she's her little sister. I remember now. She said little sister. So in the next scene, we see the bad girls. They've made themselves feel right at home. They're in the basement. They're playing pool, babyfoot. And then Snoopy and Famous Girl announced that they're going to have a challenge. And the challenge is basically a talent show. So they have 2 judges along with them that are going to judge the girls. The girls got to get into groups, 3 groups. And the leaders of the groups are Cass, Destiny, and TT. So the judges give the girls about 40 minutes to come up with a performance to a song of their choice. So the first group is Cass's group, which is called Sittin' Pretty. And their performance, I couldn't take it seriously, guys. And I couldn't take it seriously because they didn't take it seriously. T-Mula saved their performance. Her rap was the best thing about that performance. Even though she forgot her bars, yeah, it was the best thing. Hennessy and Cass were laughing the entire time. And it's like, if y'all think the dance is so goofy, I mean, y'all came up with it. Like, come up with a different dance. Like, then y'all got these big, heavy asses, which y'all paid a pretty penny for, and y'all acting like y'all scared to twerk. Y'all acting like y'all scared to shake ass. Let me have an ass that size. Man, I'll be a twerking fool. Man, if y'all don't get y'all money's worth and throw that ass in a circle like y'all mean it. And I'm watching MVP Mariah like, girl, did you take a edible before the performance? Because we heard you at the auditions. And you're capable of singing better than that. You're capable of singing better than that. Like, during the performance, she was like mumbling. Then sometime her voice sounds shaky. I'm like, wagwan, girl. Oh, and I forgot to mention, she forgot the lyrics while she had her phone right in front of her face. Like, how? Anywho, the judges, one of the judges gave them 6 out of 10, one gave them 5.5, and one of them gave them 5 out of 10. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I'll give them a 5 out of 10. That seems reasonable. And Cass goes on to say, you guys are being so generous. And I'm like, I'm glad you know, girl. So the next group we see is Destiny's group, and I'm really excited because majority of the girls in this group could dance. And they're performing to Slim versus Fluffy by Spice and Pampote. Yo, I haven't heard that song in forever, but I love it. So Destiny is Slimmas and Sweetums is Fluffy. So we already know they're going to be the main stars of this performance. And girl, I enjoyed their performance. I enjoyed it. They win. I don't need to see the other group. They win. Child, Fluffy pulled Famous Girl out of the way so she could jump on Snoopy and twerk. My girl Destiny, she went on her head top on the baby foot table and then landed on the floor in a perfect split. I'm like, oh, child. They were very entertaining to watch. Again, it gagged me when Fluffy jumped on Snoopy to twerk on him because when she grabbed Famous Girl's hand, I swore she was going to dance with Famous Girl. So the judges really enjoyed it. They gave them high scores. One of them even gave them a 10 out of 10. One of the judges said that she wished that the performance had more structure. And I'm like, you have a slim girl and a fluffy girl battling each other. You can see them battling each other, and then you have one girl that's supposed to be the host, and the name of the song is called Slim versus Fluffy. One criticism I can say is that General Shy, we didn't hear her enough on the mic, and she was supposed to be the host. So that's the only thing I can say about that performance. Like, she was supposed to play Spice, and Spice is loud. Spice got a loud voice. Girl, you too quiet to be Spice. But I think Snoopy called her out on that too. So anyway, moving on. The next group is TT's group, which is called Alana's Angels. I don't know if TT's real name is Alana. I mean, it is her group, so I don't know. Their performance was very, very sexy, very sultry. I like how the girls were all in black. Um, and TT's boots, not TT, Tia Banks, her boots, oh my gosh, I love her boots. Those red furry boots, child. I also like Tia's rap too. Her verse, ooh, was so explicit, and I think she was one of my favorite ones to watch in the performance. Millie looked a bit bored some of the time. TT doesn't really have that much sex appeal. Jeannie looks stiff and she has no rhythm. Like, she's dancing one way and the other girls are dancing another way. And the choreographer, I cannot remember her name, but the one in the velvet suit, she was fun to watch too. And you can tell she enjoyed performing. And I like how she went and gave Famous Girl that little lap dance. That was sexy. So overall, the judges enjoyed their performance too. They got high scores as well. And one of the judges actually criticized Jeannie for being awkward. Again, I don't think she was awkward. I just think she's stiff and she ain't got no rhythm. So Famous Girl says that she would have preferred if the choreographer, I have to learn her name. But yeah, if the choreographer would have worn something similar to like what the other girls were wearing, so like, like all black with short skirt, whatever. And I was like, yeah, okay, I see it, because yeah, she would have blended in better with the group, but I kind of like the velvet outfit she was wearing. It was giving madam, you know? Like, these are my working girls and I'm the madam. And then Famous Girl said it was giving burlesque, pussycat doll vibe. And I'm like, yes, yes, that's what it was giving. She hit the nail on the head with that one. That's exactly what it was giving. So I'm assuming it came down to a tie between TT's group and Destiny's group. Because y'all know how the audio be on this show. Like, it's not that good. So when everybody's talking all at once, you can't really make out what anybody's saying. So yeah, yeah, and I finally learned her name, guys. The choreographer, I finally learned her name. Her name is Yaya. I just went back and like rewatched the episode, and I saw her name in like the credits in the beginning. So yeah, Yaya and Destiny are now having a dance off to see like who the real winning team is. So the girls have to dance to each other's songs, not their own. And the judges decided to do this thinking that it would have been easier for them to judge, but it really made things harder because the girls can both dance. Like, they both went. Destiny went first, and then Yaya, and they again, like, they were dancing to each other's songs, but they both dance really, really well. So I mean, they both did their thing. They both danced really well, and it just made it harder for the judges to the point where they wanted them to dance again a second time, and they did. And they also asked the losing team to judge who was the better dancer. And I guess you can say Yaya won because Yaya got 2 points and Destiny got one. And honestly, I think they should have just gave these girls a tie. They both danced really well. And they also judged them on their outfits. Destiny's outfit I liked, given, futuristic, you know, and Yaya's outfit was like giving me like mermaid unicorn vibes. They said they didn't really like Yaya's pants, but I liked it. It was giving mermaid tropical vibes. So the episode ends here, and I enjoyed this episode. It was nice to see them having fun doing an activity and not just like spending the whole time talking about one person like what they did on the last episode. So I enjoyed it, and if you guys enjoyed this recap, be sure to give me a like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Baby girl, my little baby